Welcome to Moonlight Madness. This is the reading for fire signs for the month of May. Sun, Moon or Rising for May 2022. And I'm using the decks today. One of them is a popular one. It's called the Fairy Tarot decks. I've had it since 2015. It's very well worn, very well loved. And it's Doreen Virtue, Radleigh, Valentine, and illustrations I love by Howard David Johnson. That's why I like the deck. I was attracted to the visual aspect of it. And then the next one I grabbed, I'm using today, is Colette-Baron-Reid, the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, and the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette-Baron-Reid as well. So what I've managed to come up with here is the Emperor has come up in position, the first position. Now the Emperor embodies all four kings: the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Fire. So you've got all those elements. An Emperor is big energy. It's big energy. So if you are at the moment embodying all of those aspects of the kings, the four kings in the tarot, it means you've mastered something within yourself, whether it's you've mastered or honed in your skills or your abilities, and you've learnt to use logic and structure to increase your success by putting systems in place to organise you. And maybe you're organising yourself. Maybe you don't need someone to dictate to you what to do next in your life. You're already going around and organising it yourself. What you need. You know thyself is one of my favourite mantras. And if you know yourself, then you don't need anyone else to help you structure yourself. You're already doing it. It's also a leader, a compassionate leader, who is caring about the world events around them at the moment, because he's got the globe in his hand. That's his scepter. He has the authority and he has the power of the church behind him to make rational decisions. And decisions that are compassionate, they are firm, they are being discernment. He might be very good. You might be very good at being a discerning person on who to give help to and who not to give help to, based on their prior actions, whether it's been actions that were stemming from doing the right thing by the rules, by the book, and also doing things with a compassionate nature. So you're embodying all those four kings at the moment. Then you've got here the Ace of Cups. This is the beginning of a romance or the rebirth of a current one, or a rebirth of psychic abilities. You could be going up a level and ascending into a new level. They say that people that abstinate from the physical end up going through an ascension process. So if you're remaining non-intimate with anyone, that usually can cause an ascension, because you're basically going off your own energy, and your own psychic ability will build, like the lotus petal on the flower in the water that grows beautiful from very deep down. It grows through all the sediment and it blooms into this beautiful lotus flower. But you can't force the petals open. You have to allow it to come open itself. It's a bit like love. Love is not something that you just express freely. You have to work and coax it out of a person, because they may have trust issues. You just never know what someone's actually been through, and then when you find out what that is, you sometimes act that role out with that person. Childhood trauma or childhood issues come up, and the reaction, the friction is because they still haven't dealt with that trauma. So you can't force this person to open up. They're not that type of person. You have to gain their trust, and you have to be genuine. We've got in the past the Four of Cups is to do with being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. Maybe you took someone for granted, or someone took you for granted in the past, and you feel like they're asking you to stay, but you didn't want to because you weren't happy there. You may have been very depressed in the past. It's picking up there, depression. Then you've got the Seven of Swords, and that talks about having something that no one else has got, a superpower, a secret weapon, the cure to cancer. You may have this in your knowledge, or you just generally know how to fix yourself or others. You have a healing ability. It also says rushing where angels fear to tread. So maybe in the past you used to rush into relationships and rush into agreeing to live with someone, perhaps, but now maybe you've been bitten and you won't do that again. You'll be very discerning on who you choose to let into your life and who not to. The 10 of Spring is ask for help from others, all work and no play. So that's like 10 fires you're trying to put out. You have 10 projects on the go and you need some help with them, but you haven't got anyone to help you with at the moment. You have to do it on your own. It's also a lot of fire in this charts because we're right in the season of Aries. And we're coming into Taurus season now. So this is just may have recently happened. You had a fiery outburst with someone. Then you've got Ace of Spring. That's to do with the future. It's a future business. It can be the birth of a business. You might decide to go into some sort of job where you have to grow it from the ground up. It could be a blueprint to a job that you haven't even seen yet. A pop-up store. A place that hasn't even been built yet. It's just on the drawing boards. It's all on paper. It's not actually physical form yet. So it's in the 5D, not the 3D as yet. It might be in someone's imagination or someone's idea that they have and they haven't yet formulated it properly. It's in the embryo stage. It's an amazing career opportunity though. It says you're going to do really well at it. There's a fire signs there because it's creativity and visual. Someone who's very gifted creatively. You could be. And then it's got here the dreamer. This is again starting a new business, starting a new job, something that's new, a new thing to you, your baby that you want to grow. Maybe you're really good at growing businesses for other people and you maybe want to start to grow your own business. And that's you coming up in your own reading, which means your energy is very strong right now. Princess of Spring can be a younger fire sign or just maybe slightly immature to people of their age group. But it can also mean that they've got young energy as well. So you may come across as younger than what you are, but you are actually mature. So it says here, you need to expand your horizons and let your creativity take flight, whether it be acting, dancing, music, singing, drawing, painting, sewing. Putting things together is very good for you. That helps you mentally make sense of and process upsetting situations or emotions. Then you have the Two of Swords. Okay, so some people in your life may want you to make a decision based on what they want for you, not what you want for you. And it's up to you to follow your head or your heart. It's saying here, you're at a crossroads on which way to go. Do you follow your head or do you follow your heart? If your head is arguing with your heart, then the logic around you is arguing with the creative side of you. Maybe it's a journey you're meant to go on with this new business, whether it be a platform, whether it be a new job or a new idea that you've got. It's a journey and you have to work at it step by step. There's another reader called Quantum Physics, Quantum Tarot, and she talked about a process that she didn't realise how hard it was going to be to start her own channel. She thought she could just jump in and do it, but then she realised she needed someone to help her set it up, do media content, and there was a lot more to it than she imagined. And so sometimes when you look at something, you're like the fool on the card here. You're at the very bottom of the road. It looks huge. It looks like a huge leap to try and get up to that huge tower at the top of the hill. You're at the very beginning process. You're there at the teething stages of the process. But it says it will be worth the climb. And sometimes your intellectual side will stop your emotional side from making that decision to go with your heart. Your emotions don't always make sense. Emotions are just that, they're emotions. You can be sad, you can be happy, you can be introverted or extroverted, and this plays out all through the day. It's like the cycles of the moon. If you've got a water sign in your chart or in your placement, just imagine that the moon goes through 16 to 32 different phases each day. The moon is in a different phase. Therefore, if you've got water in your chart, you'll be in a different emotion every day. You may be very moody. You may be very grumpy when it's a full moon approaching. There is one, I think the 5th of May is the next approaching full moon. So you may be highly intuitive around that time of the month. Then you've got here the Two of Cups, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up, your relationship can be healed. Okay, you may have had a recent separation with someone based on not agreeing. Maybe they're very bossy, they're very controlling, and being a fire sign, they tend to be very bossy and controlling. And if you're a sort of person that has to have their own freedom, you're freedom loving, that is like a noose around someone's neck. They won't want any part of that bossiness or direction or the direct approach. If you're a very strong character, if you're Aries, that's very much a warlike quality, very going to battle today. You know, you may be raging with a battle in your head at the moment, but you're the one that has to make the decision to go into that battle fully within your power, knowing that you know what you know. You may be already enlightened and don't need the support of other people because you see things before they happen. That's listening to your emotional, intuitive side. This person may be a leader, running their own business. They may be quite a business leader in the community. They may have started businesses on their own and been a great success at it. Could be to do with the creative fields, like just for example, creating storyboards or web pages or something to do with media. So that could be that person around you, or you could be, that person could also be an actor or a singer or someone who's creative in the limelight. You may be in a theatre group, and you may not like other people stealing your show or stealing your limelight or your thunder. That's the person that's around you at the moment. So some people feel threatened by competition and get all jealous and narky, and that's part of the fire sign. That's the competitiveness, I think, more than anything. So it's saying you may have someone around you like that. And I've got this deck here. This is the map, the Enchanted map. I like this one because it's got a lock and a key, which kind of makes sense because not everyone has the key to your heart. And the only perfect key to fit your heart is usually one person in your life. And many people may try to unlock it, but only one can truly open the door or open your heart. That's what I'm getting from this. That's why I wanted to pick these cards today. It's a key with trying to find the lock or the key to the lock. Ooh. Follow the leader. Maybe you're the leader in your current job, your current occupation or vocation. You may be setting a standard for other people to follow, or you may have a recipe that others may want to imitate. Oh, let me fill that out. No, wide open. That's a good card. That's on the bottom of the deck. So that's cracking open your heart. 42. You may have to break your heart a few times in order to fully feel all the feels that you don't want to necessarily feel. You're being called to lead others by example. Your wisdom has been earned as a result of your bravery in the adventure of your life. The experiences of battles won and lost, places discovered, tears shed and joy revealed have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. Your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. Now you must share it. Be fully authentic. You'll lead others into the light. You'll be required to divulge some things about your past so that you can help other people. Lead with love. There is another message here as well. Look to those with great character and accomplishments you admire. Surround yourself with people of great integrity. Emulate the leaders you respect. You will then in turn have more to offer. That's a really nice thing to do. And wide open is the cracking of the heart. 42. All manner of opportunities are being presented to you at this time. The wide open card is a signal that you're able to truly manifest your dreams and that your goals are in sight. Don't remain small and contracted. Instead, expand your horizons beyond what you believe to be your limitations. You have a unique voice that needs to be expressed in the world. The universe is supportive of new ideas. Allow for a greater vision to replace old ideas as you dream a grander dream. So listen to your dreams. Listen to your sleeping dreams, which I call sleeping dreams, your astral dreams that you're seeing long before things happen. And you'll know if you're in the right path because you'll get a vision before it happens. During your sleep or in your waking life, you'll see things. You'll get premonitions quite frequently because everyone's ascending right now. Because everything's going on in the world is upsetting everyone, so we're retreating to sleep more. We're in a cocoon because we don't know how to control the environment. That cocoon is our safety net. When we're asleep, we feel cocooned and protected from the world events right now. Some of you may want to do escapism somewhere where you can watch or binge on a good movie or something funny and lighthearted, and that will help them take the pressure off and give a sense of normality to what is completely not normal at the moment. Everything is up in the air. Blessed. That's a good card. I like that one. I think I need to do a reading for a friend of mine today. She asked me for a reading. I've got the cards. I think I may go meet her. She's also a reader. Oh, this one doesn't want to come out. Doesn't have much to say. Oh, peace. There you go. That's what everyone's hoping for at the moment. Just world peace. That's a collective message there. Hopefully we can get to some type of peaceful arrangement with the world. 23. Oh, is it 23? That's the wrong one. That's that one. Peace, freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. It doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and a soul satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. When two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours and it is to be savoured. This is one of those times when you're capable of clear vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by a presence to step into your power. Just being is enough for you in peaceful harmony in spirit, and it shows in your work. Now is a time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Everything's temporary. Even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life, that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. So, trying to go within. I had a person I used to live with who kept saying, you've got to go within, you have to go look inside your own heart and be at peace with that, and do meditations and meditate on what it is by chanting or by saying a mantra in your head in order to switch off the brain. Saying a mantra will help. Blessed. The blessed is number 22. And it's talking about feeling at peace with yourself, with your past, with your future. It seems there are moments in life when out of the blue it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's as if the Red Sea parts in front of you and the events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. This is one of these times. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. You are moving towards a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you're meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy within yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Unexpected windfalls, good fortune come your way. You're in a phase where any difficulties or obstacles that have stifled your success will disappear on their own. Be ready to receive. The windows of opportunity will open wide, and accept the blessings given to now. Don't forget to share them. Well, they say share your blessings. Gratitude is sharing your blessings. Just saying thank you for any small thing that someone does for you. And I find if someone goes out of their way for them, I'll make sure I respect that and honour that by buying them something to say thank you for going out of your way for me in my time of need. And that's all I have for you today, Fire Sign.